Oh, should I start over? Okay, let me start over. Never hit 17 when you play against the dealer. You know that the odds won't ride with you. Never leave your woman alone with your friends around to steal her. She'll be gambled and gone like summer wages. And we'll keep rolling on till we get to Vancouver. And the woman that I love, she's living there. It's been 6 long months and more since I've seen her. Years have gambled and gone like summer wages. In all the beer parlors all down along Main Street, the dreams of the seasons get all spilled down on the floor. And the big stands of timber just waiting for foaling, and the hookers standing watchfully, waiting by the door. So I'll work on the towboats with my slippery city shoes, which, Lord, I swore I'd never do again. Through the gray fog-bound straits where the cedars stand watching, I'll be far off and gone like summer wages. In all the beer parlors all down along Main Street, the dreams of the seasons get all spilled down on the floor. And the big stands of timber just waiting for foaling, and the hookers standing watchfully, waiting by the door. Never hit 17 when you play against the dealer. You know that the odds won't ride with you. Never leave your woman alone with your friends around to steal her. She'll be gambled and gone like summer wages. And the years are gambled and lost like summer wages.
Thank you. Thank you, Murray. Now we go from Brooklyn, New York, down to Miami, uh, actually Broward County, Florida. Rhinelander.
Here's a Yiddish Hanukkah song for the kids. There's one phrase I don't know what it means, mir tzinden. Murray, what does mir tzinden mean?
With lighting.
Okay, play. Anyway, it's for the kids. It's to the tune of one little, two little, three little natives. Mit Zünden, mit Zünden, kleiner Lichterl, Zünden, mit Zünden, kleiner Lichterl, mit Zünden, mit Zünden, kleiner Lichterl, in dem Hanukkah-Lampo. Ein kleiner, zwei kleine, drei kleine Lichterl, vier kleine, fünf kleine, sechs kleine Lichterl, sieben kleine, acht kleine Hanukkah-Lichterl, in dem Hanukkah-Lampo. One little, two little, three little candles, four little, five little, six little candles, seven little, eight little Hanukkah candles in the Hanukkah menorah. That's it, real brief.
That's cute.
Very seen.
Thank you, Murray.
Can't unmute.
Uh,
Oh, I couldn't unmute because something was blocking me.
okay. Okay, next is we go from Florida out to Arizona. Bob Winkler. What's the weather report out there?
Well, it's just afternoon here, so we're a little bit earlier than the East Coast and a little later than Hilo, Hawaii on the West Coast there, just on the windward side, but it's still pretty wet out in Hilo. I remember the town well. You get in the western side and you get all the ranches and the horses and everything else, something I liked about Hilo. Anyway, nice place out there. The weather here, it's almost 70 degrees, very nice. Sunny, no rain in the forecast. Anyway, I thought I'd get into Christmas a little bit with this first song. something we can only wish for here. So silver bells, silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. At every street corner you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Strings of streetlights, even stoplights, ring up bright red and green. And the shoppers run home with their treasures. Hear the snow crunch, see the kids bunch. This is Santa's big scene. And above all the bustle, you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. Getting ready.
From Arizona down to Florida down, Boynton Beach, and Bob and Susan Gill.
Okay, well, I'm going to go first today because this is one of my
Epic.
songs that take up 2 pages, so going to spread out here. But I've done this once before, and it's a story song, but supposedly it did happen. And it's also a song, a couple of songs that I wish I had written, and this is one of them. And it's John McCutcheon's Christmas in the Trenches, take you back to World War I. Oh, my name is Francis Tolliver. I come from Liverpool. 2 years ago, the war was waiting for me after school. To Belgium and to Flanders, to Germany, to here. I fought for king and country I loved dear. 'Twas Christmas in the trenches, where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were still, no Christmas songs were sung. Our families back in England, they were toasting us that day. They're brave and glorious lads so far away. Well, I was lying with my messmates on the cold and rocky ground, when o'er the fields of battle came a most peculiar sound. Says I, now listen up, me boys, each soldier strained to hear, as one young German voice sang out so clear. He's singing bloody well, you know, my partner says to me. Then one by one each German voice joined in the harmony. The cannons rested silent, the gas clouds rolled no more, as Christmas brought us respite from the war. Well, as soon as they were finished and a reverent pause was spent, God rest ye merry gentlemen struck up some lads from Kent. The next song that they sang was still enough, "'Tis silent night," says I, and in two tongues one song filled up that sky. There's someone coming towards us, the frontline sentry cried. All sights were fixed on one lone figure trudging from their side. His truce flag like a Christmas star shone on that plain so bright, as he bravely strode unarmed into the night. Then one by one on either side walked into no man's land. With neither gun nor bayonet, we met there hand to hand. We shared some secret brandy, and we wished each other well. In a flare-lit soccer game, we gave them hell. And we traded chocolate cigarettes and photographs from home. These sons and fathers far away from families of their own. Young Sanders played the squeeze box, and they had a violin. This curious and unlikely band of men. Then daylight stole upon us, and France was France once more. With sad farewells we each prepared to settle back to war. But the question haunted every heart that lived that wondrous night: whose family have I fixed within my sights? 'Twas Christmas in the trenches, where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were warm when songs of peace were sung. For the walls they built between us to exact their work of war were crumbled and were gone forevermore. Oh, my name is Francis Tolliver, in Liverpool I dwell. Each Christmas comes since World War I. I've learned this lesson well. But the ones who call the shots won't be among the dead and lame. And on each end of the rifle we're the same. Silent night, holy night. John McCutcheon, Christmas in the Trenches. Thank you.
It's great,
Well, we have a duet here, and I'm glad because that song always makes me cry. But I can do a harmony.
Here's one we can all sing and play along with. Oh, go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the town drift slowly by. Can't you hear steel rails humming. That's a hobo's lullaby. Well, I know your clothes are torn and ragged, and your hair is turning gray. Well, lift your head and smile at trouble. You'll find happiness someday. So go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by. Can't you hear those steel rails humming? That's a hobo's lullaby. Now don't you worry about tomorrow. Let tomorrow come and go. Tonight you're in a nice warm boxcar, safe from all the wind and snow. So go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by. Can't you hear those steel rails humming? That's a hobo's lullaby. But I know the police cause you trouble. They cause trouble everywhere. When you die and get to heaven, you'll find no policeman there. So go to sleep, you weary hobo. Let the towns drift slowly by. Can you hear those steel rails humming? That's a hobo's lullaby. That's a hobo's lullaby.
Thank you so much. We now go from South Florida up to North Florida to the Ocala National Forest and Lonnie.
Yeah, today I'm the one who has a weather report. We're having a massive squall line coming through here right now with the latest cold front. So we'll be really lucky if we get through, or if I'll be really lucky if I get through any of this, because as you know, Spectrum's wiring is no good at all. So stand by and we'll see what we can do. Bob, that was a really great job on Christmas in the Trenches. It's one of my favorites. You did a fantastic job bringing that out. Back in 1768, there was a man born in Xenia, Ohio. They call it Xenia now. Back in those days, of course, it was Chillicothe, and they call that Chillicothe now. So anyway, he was born back in 1768 there, this man. Except he wasn't really a man when he was born, he was more of a baby. But his name was Tecumseh, and I think probably a lot of you know who Tecumseh was. Tecumseh had a life's mission of trying to prevent the immigrants from taking over the land. Sound familiar? Anyway, he had managed to put together a huge coalition of Native American tribes, and they fought against the settlers. In the process of doing all that, he met a girl by the name of Rebecca Galloway, who was actually one of the immigrants. But anyway, this is a story of their infatuation for each other. He was actually about 20 years her senior, and their relationship was based mostly on reading in her father's library. So this is a song about that. It's called Rebecca's Lament, and I'm sure you'll agree it demonstrates the proper.
Last time I saw him, he'd been swallowed by the wood. I'd have followed if I could. He'd have stayed had he wanted. Had he the desire, or had I the will, I would be with him still, but instead he just haunts me. I knew when he faded I'd ne'er see him again. His laughter's embrace would no more me surround. The chill that went through me is the chill wind that blows through the soft midnight stillness in Chillicothe town. The smell of the blanket he wrapped round my shoulders comes back to me now on a faint wisp of smoke. Comes back with a vengeance that makes me remember those nights round the fire when fond words we spoke. That blanket was woven in some shattered village that is gone now forever, may never be found. His people are scattered, their fondest hopes dashed. He'd have been better off here in Chillicothe town. I knew from the start just where he stood. About his intentions there was no mistake. To stay meant his dream, so dear to his heart, was the one thing he knew he must somehow forsake. He just couldn't see that the old ways were passing, a new wave was rising, and he would be drowned. Like it or not, the history is written, not in the forest, but in Chillicothe town. There's a sadness in parting from what we hold dear. There's a danger in staying for fear we'll be lost. One half of us wishes to live out our dreams. The other half reckons and counts out the cost. Though we may go on to a far greater glory by knowing where destiny is sure to be found. I wish him no ill, though I wish him no fame, than such fame as he'd find here in Chillicothe town. The last time I saw him, he'd been swallowed by the wood. I'd have followed if I could. He'd have stayed had he wanted.
I know who wrote that, and I'd like to recommend this writer to all of you if you get a chance. His name is James Keelahan, and he's from Manitoba in Canada, and he writes some really, really good stuff. Yes. So Google him, James Keelahan, and I'm sure you'll like him.
I know him very well.
Very nice, Lonnie.
James Keelahan happens to be one of the most wonderful songwriters that ever came out of Canada. I've heard him in person, and I never got a chance to book him at my venue when I was in New York, but I attended other venues when I've met him in person. Great person.
I met him in right outside of Akron, Ohio, and he was at a place called Wildcat Ranch. I'm not sure if you know about that place, but there were a
I
lot
don't.
of they did a lot of it was sort of like Borderline. A lot of a lot of folk singers worked there, and of course we all supported it quite a lot. So yeah, I met him there way back.
I actually met him at a house concert in Livingston, New Jersey, run by Amy Blake. She used to have all these Canadian songwriters come in. It was really great.
Okay, well, you heard Saul, everybody. So, and he knows the
Yeah.
folk scene. So, look this guy up. I know you'll really like this stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so now from North Florida, we go all the way across the sea to England. And Kathleen.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't make it last week. We were seeing the Copper family. Hi, everyone. And I assume that Bill and Mike are doing a high shanty crew thing tonight, are they? Would you imagine?
Mike says he'll be around for the second half.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Because
right.
the way he's performing is only 200 yards from his house, so he'll be back. He'll be here
Oh,
for the
right.
second half.
Right, okay. Okay. Right, it's weather here is very bad at the moment, wet and windy, not very warm. And I'm doing a song by Gordon Lightfoot, and it's called Song for a Winter's Night. I thought it was appropriate. The lamp is burning low upon my tabletop. The snow is softly falling. The air is still within the silence of my room. I hear your voice softly calling. If I could only have you near, to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love upon this winter night with you. The smoke is rising in the shadows overhead. My glass is almost empty. I read again between the lines upon each page the words of love that you sent me. If I could know within my heart that you were lonely too, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love upon this winter night with you. The fire is dying now, my lamp is growing dim. The shades of night are lifting. The morning light steals across my window pane. The webs of snow are drifting. If I could only have you near, to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold the hands I love upon this winter night with you, and to be once again with you.
It's a favorite, Kathy. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
We always seem to,
Kathleen.
we always seem to like the same songs, don't we?
Yeah. And I think looks like Harvey has changed his mind. I see he has a guitar, and people won't bring out a guitar if they're not going to perform, right? Am I correct, Harvey? On mute.
Yes.
Okay. For those who are joining us for the first time, Harvey is my assistant administrator. He takes over the show when I'm unable to. And usually he lives in Boynton Beach and he has a lot of sophisticated equipment. But he's now on vacation in Hawaii. But that's not a reason to miss the show. So Harvey and Pat, I mean, Pat does all our videos. I'm trying to do one this week. Everything is on YouTube that we do when I remember to press the button. And Harvey and Pat, I know you don't have all the equipment, but whatever it is, we love you. So do it. Let's hear it.
Okay.
Yes, you get to hear me through the natural microphone that comes with the computer.
Okay.
I'm not sure that's actually useful, but I think we have set a new record, however, for time zones. We're across 10 time zones today between Kathleen and us. Haven't quite gotten to the opposite side of the world yet, but we got 10 time zones. So I'm going to do a Gordon Lightfoot song that will match the one Kathleen just did. A minor ballad. Okay, I have to tune in the middle of this thing. I should say that while the weather forecast here is 73 degrees and cloudy, it basically means that it's going to rain in 5 minutes because this is Hilo. Beyond the wild, misty mountain, within the valley so free, there dwells a maid with a heart so mellow, soft as the wind and wild as the sea. When will you love me as I love thee? I have no gold to give her, nor gowns of soft crimson hue, no poems of love, no rhymes to bring her into my heart so strong, so true. When will you love me as I love you? Beyond the wild, misty mountain, within the valley so free, there dwells a maid with a heart so mellow, soft as the wind and wild as the sea. When will you love me as I love thee?
Came across pretty good, Harvey.
Yeah, sounded good.
Sounds beautiful, Hal. It really sounds great. Anna, you gonna do something for us? Okay.
Oh yes, she has picked one that requires a capo.
That's the new karaoke queen, right?
Yes, I loved it. It was fun. And some of those people had wonderful voices.
There was a couple got up to sing a song, and it was a duet. It started out with him singing, and he was okay. She had a trained operatic voice. Very impressive.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to do Love Has No Pride.
He's supposed to have a flat pick. His guitar does not stay in tune. I'm not sure there's a single piece of real wood in this instrument.
Just play.
Had bad dreams too many times. Things that they don't mean much anymore. Times have gone and left my sad home. Friends who once cared just walk out my door. Love has no pride when I call out your name. Love has no pride, there's no one left to blame. I give everything to see you again. I've been alone too many nights to think that you could come back again. Heard you talk these crazy days. This love hurts me so, I don't care what you say. Love has no pride when I call out your name. Love has no pride when there's no one left to blame. I'd give anything to see you again. If I could buy your love, well, I'd surely try, my friend. If I could pray, my prayer would never end. If you want me to beg, I'll fall down on my knees, asking for you to come back. I'd be pleading for you to come back, begging for you to come back to me. Love has no pride when I call out your name. Love has no pride when there's no one but myself to blame. I give anything to see you again. Yes, I would give anything to see you again.
Very nice.
Thank you, thank you. Well, I guess Rhett, you've changed your mind because I see instruments. When I see instruments taken out, I know you're going to play them. Okay, so unmute, please. And okay, do you unmute or do I have to unmute you? Okay. Well, by the way, what's the name of your wife?
Hi, I'm Margaret. Hello.
Margaret. Okay.
We
We're on
are
a first name basis here. Margaret.
excellent.
Okay, so you get two songs, you're two people, so
Look, we have to warn you. So we've learned a lot just by sitting here for a moment that this is a terrible location for our Wi-Fi. So the next time we come, we'll make sure we're on a different computer and the lighting and the background mess, all of that stuff. So
We didn't
bear
think we'd be
with
on
us.
camera today.
Yeah.
But
I would-
we can hear you perfectly, and the sound is what counts, okay?
Well, and that we don't even have, we're just using the regular computer microphone, so we're a mess. And I will say, sometimes you all have been freezing for us, so if we freeze and it becomes awful, just wave at us and we'll stop, and then we'll plan for next time a little bit better.
Okay.
All right.
See what we got.
Yes.
This is My Antonia, sung by Emmy Lou Harris and Dave
Matthews,
Benny,
I think.
Yeah.
You don't hear the guitar.
Can't hear the guitar?
Don't.
I don't hear the instrument. Do you have a pickup in there?
I've got a hold on. I have a
Pickup. Yeah, we don't.
Margaret, I don't know if on the top of your screen whether you have original sound. The microphone has to be on. I don't know if you have that on yours.
The upper
now.
upper left hand corner is a little green thing which says original sounds for musicians. If you
I
click
just
that,
turned it on. We thought we had it on, so let's see if this makes it better.
We're learning so much.
Exactly.
okay, hit
From
click
that.
on. If it's on, then it's good.
Let's see here.
Let's try again.
He said, oh my love, oh my Antonia, you with the dark eyes and palest of skin. Tonight I am going from Santa Maria. Wait for me till I'm in your arms once again.
She held me, she kissed me, begged me not to leave her, to cross on the mountain my fortune to win. But a letter now tells me she died of a fever, and I'll never see her in this world again. You are my sorrow, you are my splendor, you are my shelter through storm and through strife. You are the one I will always remember, all of the days of my life. I curse the ambition that took me far from her, but treasure not ever so fine or so fair as the flash of her smile, or the touch of her finger, the fire in her heart, and the smell of her hair. She left me a note that cries, do not weep for me, behold you with me, wherever as the stars rise in the evening to shine down upon me. Behold, I am with you wherever you are.
I can still hear him, he calls to me only. What once was begotten shall come to no end. And the nights are so lonely, my soul just to hold him in this world again.
You are my sorrow, you are my splendor, you are my shelter through storm and through strife. You are the one I will always remember, all of the days of my life. Oh my life, oh my Antonia, you with the dark eyes and palest of skin. How could I know that night in Santa Maria I'd never see you in this world again?
Very nice.
Very nice.
Very good.
Please come back.
Excellent.
We made it. I hope we didn't freeze and jitter and stutter and all of that.
It's okay. We're very non-judgmental. You did excellent. We hope you'll come back again for us. You got one more song now, and then next time get two more songs again next time around. So
Right.
We'd actually love to do one more, and it was the gentleman who sang. Oh gosh, the
James Keelahan.
James Keelahan, and I'm sure this is one you all know so well, but it's Cold Missouri Waters. We love it.
Oh, if I remember it, hold on. that? No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Wait. That's not.
Is it here?
I don't think it is. I don't think we should do it at the
Okay.
moment. No. There's one chord I'm not remembering. Come back to us. Well, next round. How about that?
Pick another
We're
song.
saving our second song at this
You
point.
got 2 songs per round. You have anything else you want to do now? You got 2 songs per round. Pick anything.
What about?
Oh no.
What about?
We're so unprepared for this.
We are. We were really like, well, just listen, and then you inspired us so much that we were like, we have to. Sing.
Okay, maybe next time around we'll give you.
We found it.
We got it. Oh no, we're good.
We got it.
You got it. Okay.
We got it. So.
My name is Dodge, then you know that. It's written on the chart there at the foot end of the bed. They say I'm blind, but I can't read it. I've read it every word, and every word it says is death. So confession, is that the reason that you came? Get it off my chest before I check out of the game. Since you mentioned it, well, there's 13 things I'll name. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri water. August 49, Montana. It's the hottest day on record, and the forest tinted dry. Lightning strikes in the mountains. I was crew chief at the jump base. I prepared the boys to fly. Pick the drop zone. See when 47 comes in low. Feel the time upon your leg that tells you go. See the circle of the fire down below. 15 droplets dropped above the cold Missouri water. Gauge the fire, I'd seen bigger. So I ordered them to side, they'll be fighting from below. We'd have our backs to the river. We'd have it licked by morning, even if we took it slow. But the fire crown jumped the valley just ahead. There was no way down, we headed for the ridge instead. Too big to fight it, we'd have to fight that slope instead. Of us dropped above cold Missouri water. Sky turned red, smoke was boiling. 200 yards to safety, death was 50 yards behind. I don't know why, I just thought it. I struck a match to waist-high grass, running out of time. Tried to tell them, step into this fire. I've said, you can't make it. This is the only chance you'll get. But they cursed me, headed for the rocks above instead. I laid face down and prayed above the cold Missouri water. When I arose like a phoenix, in a world reduced to ashes, there were none but to survive. I stayed that night, and one day after, carried bodies to the river, wondering how I stayed alive. 13 stations of the cross to mark their fall. Now I've had my say, I'll confess to nothing more. I'll join them now, those that left me long before. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri waters. 13 crosses high above the cold Missouri shore.
Great. A welcome addition to our club. We hope you'll become a regular. We hope so.
Well,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we go from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, all the way up back to New York, the borough of Queens. Debbie and Ron, take it away.
Hello. All right, so here's Roger Miller's Hobo Stone. no cigarettes. I bought 2 hours of pushing brooms. Was a 8 by 12 four-bit room. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Third boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, old worn out suit and shoes. I don't pay no union dues. I'm old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. I know every engineer and every train, and all of their children and all of their names, and every handout and every town, and every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I said, trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents, no phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes. I bought 2 hours of pushing broom. There's a 8 by 12 four-bit room. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road, king of the road, king of the road.
Oh, I like that last chord, Debbie.
Great. It took me some time figuring it out, but and he's the master of jazz chords, but I actually got that. Thank you. Okay, so what do we have here? So now, too many hobos out there in this world, and too much not good stuff going along.
I'm not a hobo, I'm a bum.
All right. Anyhow, there is a song we're going to do by Joe Jenks, but it's about healing the world. It's a divine call to heal what is injured in the world, which is a lot today. So it is called Tikkun Olam. Tikkun Olam, Tikkun Olam, Tikkun Olam, B'Keh Shalom. A tale is told of how the world was made in 7 days, 6 of them for work and 1 to rest and pray. God placed the holy light into a vessel made of clay, but it was shattered by our sin and the pieces fell away. Why were we so careless as to lose the sacred light? Now we must gather up the shards to set creation right. As namely not finished, but we each must lend our hands as we love through imperfections and we heal our broken lands. Tikkun Olam, Tikkun Olam, B'Keh Shalom. And so we tend the garden, picking stones and pulling weeds, with water, with compassion, the fragile say
stars in creation, and we let God's true light shine. When by faith and solidarity we show our love divine. Tikkun olam, tikkun olam, bakesh shalom. Tikkun olam, tikkun olam, tikkun olam, bakesh shalom.
Good one.
Thank you so much, Debbie and Ron. Now from Queens, we go back town to Boca Raton. I'm the only one here, even though this is the Boca Folk and Bluegrass Club. I'm the only one here from Boca. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go up now to the province of actually Newfoundland. And those of you who know about Newfoundland, the big industry there was the fisheries. But lately, the fisheries didn't go too well because they got depleted. So the government of Canada put in restrictions that they can only take so many fish a year from the waters around there on the Grand Banks. As a result, a lot of the people had to move out, and one of the places they moved to was Alberta. Now, in northern Alberta, there's a place called Fort McMurray, and there's a boom in oil. They discovered oil there, and people are going there to who need money. They're paying very well, the oil companies. There's fracking go on. There's a lot of things going on, but the people bring back a good salary. Now, the people of Newfoundland, who are used to the cold weather, they adapted very well to the northern Alberta, because it's very cold. It's ice cold there, but they still long for the island and the beautiful fisheries. So this is a song about that. It's called "This Is My Island," written by a man named Wayne Morgan, who's part of the Newfoundland trio, Buddy What's Name and the other fellows. And this is the song. Now, he borrowed a melody from My Donegal, an Irish song by Daniel O'Donnell. He borrowed the melody, but the words are his. Okay. I am a proud fisherman who fished on the Grand Banks and the old salt water. It's in my soul, but I've had to leave it since they closed down the fishery. Now I'm far away from the old fishing shoals. I went out to Alberta to work Fort McMurray, but each day I dreamt of my Newfoundland home. Those dear outpour people, they live in my memory, and I've lost everything but the love of my home. Chorus. Oh, this is my island, the place I was born in, and though I am far away, it is in my soul. My feet have wandered too far off Alberta, but my heart's back home still in old Newfoundland. In dreams I go back there to the hills in the harbor, and I think of the life I spent in the bay. But the times have changed now, and my heart still ponders those days in my memory as if yesterday. Someday I'm going back there to the place my heart yearns for, on that beautiful island, surrounded by sea, and never again then will I ever leave it, that old Newfoundland home that's been so dear to me. Chorus, 'cause this is my island, the place I was born in, and though I am far away, it is in my soul. My feet have wandered to far off Alberta, but my heart's back home, still home in old Newfoundland. Yes, my heart's back home still in old Newfoundland. Wayne Morgan. We completed one round. Now we're ready to start the second round. And Maury, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, everybody else, please mute. Second round starts.
Okay. I've done this before, and probably I did it at Hanukkah time, and so I'm doing it again at Hanukkah time because it's a song that comes from the prayer book, and it's a song that's sung on Hanukkah in the prayers. I'll sing first in Hebrew, and then fortunately this song has a translation that you can also sing, and then I'll go back to the Hebrew again. Mi yimalel gvurot Yisrael otam, mi yimne ein bechol dor yakum magibor ga'el ha'am. שמע בימים ההם בזמן הזה, מכבי מושיע ופודה, ובימינו כל עם ישראל יתאחד יקום ויגאל. מי ימלל גבורות ישראל אותן, מי ימנה אין בכל דור יקום הגיבור גואל העם. Who can retell the things that befell us? Who can count them? In every age a hero or sage came to our aid. Hark at this time of year in days of yore, Maccabees the temple did restore, and today we sing a song of praise to the heroes too of our own days. Mi yimalel gvurot Yisrael otan, mi yimne ein bechol dor yakum magibor goel ha'am. שמע בימים ההם בזמן הזה, מכבי מושיע ופודה, ובימינו כל עם ישראל יתאחד יקום ויגאל. מי ימלל גבורות ישראל אותן, מי ימנה אין בכל דור יקום הגיבור גואל העם.
Now we go to Steve.
Here's a Utopia song by Hi Zaret and Lou Singer. If we could consider each other a neighbor, a friend, or a brother. It could be a wonderful, wonderful world. It could be a wonderful world. Hey, hey, it could be a wonderful world. If each little kid could have fresh milk each day, if each working man had enough time to play, if each homeless soul had a good place to stay, it could be a wonderful world. Oh, oh, it could be a wonderful world. If we could consider each other a neighbor, a friend, or a brother, it could be a wonderful, wonderful world. It could be a wonderful world. Hey, hey, it could be a wonderful world. If there were no poor and the rich were content, if strangers were welcome wherever they went, if each of us knew what true brotherhood meant, it could be a wonderful world. Oh, oh, it could be a wonderful world. If we could consider each other a neighbor, a friend, or a brother, it could be a wonderful, wonderful world. It could be a wonderful world. Hey, hey, it could be a wonderful world.
Thank you, Steve. Now back to Arizona and Bob Winkler.
Okay, the song I'm going to do, according to the internet, which is always correct, as we know, and the song was, and I'll have Murray, if you pay attention here, you can back me up on this because you're probably more correct than the internet. This song was co-written by Bob Dylan and Ketch Secor of Old Crow and the Medicine Show. Well, Dylan recorded the chorus in 1973, and Secor added the verses about 25 years later. So, it's Wagon Wheel. So, here we go with that. Heading down south in the land of the pines, thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road and I pray to God I see the headlights. Made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. I'm hoping for Raleigh and I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Run from the cold up in New England. I was born to be a fiddler and an old-time string band. Baby plays guitar and I pick up a banjo now. Old North Country winters keep a-getting me down. Lost my money playing poker and I had to leave town. Ain't turning back and living that life no more. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. walking to the south out of Roanoke. Caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke. But he's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. Gotta get move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name. No, she's only one, and but died in Raleigh, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Ooh, I wanna feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me.
We're not.
Thank you, Bob. Susan Hill.
Okay, I just want to say,
Huh?
want to say thank you. We need to bow out.
What?
Ah,
I can't
Sorry, we need to go.
You have
just
to-
come
Thank you
again.
very much.
Yeah,
Come again.
also, could you leave your email address in the chat so that I can put you on the email list? You'll get all the notices.
Absolutely, yes. Will do. I'll
Okay.
do before I go.
Pleasure having you. Okay, okay, Bob and Susan.
Was it something I said? This is perhaps the oddest Christmas carol that I know, but I actually learned it off an old Joan Baez album, decades ago, and it was not a Christmas album, so I never connect it that much with Christmas. In fact, I often connect it more with Mother's Day, but anyhow, it is Christmas, so I thought I'd drag out Christmas carols, and this is the Cherry Tree Carol. When Joseph was an old man was he married Virgin Mary, the Queen of Galilee. He married Virgin Mary, the Queen of Galilee. When Joseph and Mary walked through an orchard green, there were berries and cherries as thick as might be seen. There were berries and cherries as thick as might be seen. Up spoke Virgin Mary, so meek and so mild, Joseph, gather me some cherries, for I am with child. Joseph, gather me some cherries, for I am with child. And Joseph flew in anger flew he. Let the father of the baby gather cherries for thee. Let the father of the baby gather cherries for thee. And up spoke baby
baby Jesus from in Mary's womb. Bend down, O tallest branch, for my mother might have some. Bend down the tallest branch, that my mother might have some. I just forgot the last verse. Murray, what is it? I can see you. And up spoke Virgin Mary, up spoke Virgin Mary, so meek and so mild. Oh, I've forgotten the whole thing.
Murray unmutes, you can tell it.
Yeah, well, on to Bob. That was a train wreck. Sorry.
Loved it anyway.
We'll have to call up Joan and get that last verse.
I can't believe it.
That's if she can remember it. Anyway, I'm going to do something new. Very simple song from Gillian Welch. She is able to write these little 3-chord songs that are very pretty. And so I'm up on the 5th fret here in D. And this is about a little flower that evidently is stronger than some other flowers but you might not think it. And so Gillian says that this is a song about resilience and hope in the face of adversity. And Laurie Lewis does a bluegrass version, but I'm going to do a little plunky version from Gillian Welch. Fairest balloon the mountain knows, not an iris or a wild rose, but the little flower of which I tell, known as the brave agony bell. Just a simple flower, so small and plain, with a pearly hue and a little known name. But the little birds sing when they see it bloom, for they know that spring is coming soon. Fairest balloon the mountain knows, not an iris or a wild rose, but the little flower of which I tell, known as the brave agony bell. Well, it makes its home mid the rocks and rills, where the snow lies deep on the windy hills. And it tells the world, why should I wait? This ice and snow gonna melt away. Fairest bloom the mountain knows, not an iris or a wild rose, but the little flower of which I tell, known as the brave agony bell. Just a simple flower, so small and plain, with a pearly hue and little known name. But the little birds sing when they see it bloom, for they know that spring is coming soon. first bloom, the mountain oak, not an iris or a wild rose, but the little flower of which I tell, known as the brave agony bell. So I sing that little yellow bird's song, for the troubled times will soon be gone. Little Gillian Welch song.
Thank you so much. And now we go to Lonnie.
Yes, I just wanted to thank Susan. I enjoyed the song very much, but I much more enjoyed the fact that I'm not the only one who forgets things. I feel so much better now. I don't know how many of you, if any.
I'm so glad I could help.
I am glad you could help too. Seriously, I mean that because I'm like. Anyway, I don't know if any of you are blue water sailors, but I am, and I've spent about a half a century living on boats and traveling around on them, and there's something that you get out in the ocean that is really captivating, and I've spent most of my time on the Atlantic Ocean. However, I have been in the Pacific, where the same thing actually occurs, and those are swells. Swells are like waves, only they're really, really big, and what they do is they kind of raise you, as they say, the tide raises all ships, but it's a very, very comfortable feeling. We used to, if we wanted to go down to Martinique or any of the Windward Islands, the best way to do that from Florida is to sail directly outward about 600 miles and turn right. And the reason that we do that is because the prevailing winds in this area of the world are southeast. So that means you can sail out 600 miles on one tack, and then tack and sail down to the islands on one tack. So you tack once, and it's just extremely comfortable. The kind of music I like to make up is called a tone poem. And I've made up this tone poem, and what it is, to you guys will probably be a little bit boring, but it's kind of my musical sketch, or painting in this case, of what that is like when you're sailing in a full moon out on the Atlantic, and there's no clouds, there's nothing, that's just beautiful, and these waves just rock you gently. And this is a song about that, if you can imagine. I'm going to do this on the keyboard, of course. That's what it's like.
Good you stopped. I was going to sleep.
That happens. Usually your watch is about 4 hours, and yeah, you can. It's easy to fall asleep because it just lulls you. But if you do have the temerity to fall asleep, you're usually awakened by a really nasty squall that knocks you down on your side, you know. So it's a great incentive to actually stay awake.
So the trick, Lonnie, is to do something that doesn't have words at all, and that way you have no problem remembering?
Yes, I've found that to be true. But don't, before you disparage me for that, remember that Chopin didn't write any words either. Okay, I'll get out of your way now. Thanks for putting up with that.
Thank you so much, Lonnie. And now Kathleen.
Right, well, funnily enough, I'm going to do a song about the sea. This week, I saw one of my heroes, Tim Eady, that I've never seen live before. I've only seen him online. He used to do a late night, Saturday night stream. And he's just excellent guitarist and harmonium player. And he doesn't sing, except he does sing this song. And this was written by a friend of his, Enda McCabe. And it was from a line, winds and tides permitting, that Tim said to him lots of times. And when he was very young, and he wrote this song. So Tim always sings it. So in the middle of all his frantic guitar playing, he stops and does this simple song, which he did on Thursday when we saw him. And I used to go sailing, and I forgot to say that, with my brother. But it wasn't blue water, it was always grey, because we used to go to the North Sea. It was always grey and rough and cold. This little boat protects me well, carries me on the ocean swell. In another day I'll be close to you, the winds and the tides permitting. Oh, the winds and the tides permitting, the winds and the tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, the winds and the tides permitting. I have travelled the whole world through, put many a mile between me and you. Now I'm homeward bound on the deep blue sea. I still remember our sweet young dreams. The winds and the tides permitting, oh, the winds and the tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, the winds and the tides permitting. For the days and the weeks have turned into months, and the months turned into years. Though many miles between us lay, I think of you most every day. The winds and the tides permitting, the winds and the tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, the winds and the tides permitting. I'll be with you when I can, the winds and the tides permitting. That's it.
Pretty song.
Thank you, Kathleen. And now to beautiful Hawaii. And
Did you unmute? Yes.
It's basically in tune for the entire song, I'm not sure.
So we really didn't know if we were going to be doing this morning. I woke up and I said, "Oh, it's not 9 o'clock yet. We could see if we could join in. The Wi-Fi is probably better in this place than it is in some of yours."
Yeah.
So, so I'm going to do this song that we hastily pulled 4 songs out of the list. And it's a Paul Simon song called Kathy's Song. Like a memory it falls, soft and warm, continuing, happy on my roof and wall. And from the shelter of my mind, through the window of my eyes, I gaze beyond the rain-drenched street, England, where my heart lies. My mind's distracted and diffuse. Thoughts are many miles away. They lie with you when you're asleep. Kiss you when you start your day. And the song I was writing is left undone. I don't know why I spend my time writing songs I can't believe, with words that tear and strain to rhyme. So you see, I have come to doubt all the time until it's true. I stand alone without feelings. The only truth I know is you. And as I watch the clouds of rain weave their weary paths and die, I know that I am like the rain. There before the graces you go wide.
It's a pretty song.
The sound is really good out there. You got excellent Wi-Fi.
Yes, yes, it is, isn't it?
Yes, but we did discover that the guitar really can't stay in tune for an entire song.
That had to do with the weather over there, the humidity?
Probably.
Well, you could say it's a little damp. I mean, it says on the weather that it's only cloudy, but there's rain falling, and it falls, it stops, it falls, it stops. It's Hilo.
And there's no air conditioning in the house. So it's just fans.
You on the beach, by the way?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not on the beach. It's not far from the beach.
Yeah. So we haven't gotten explored it yet, but supposedly it's not a very far long walk to the water.
Okay.
So we,
Not yet.
yes, we got here yesterday. We landed in Kona. She had rented a Mustang convertible for us to drive around for the 2 weeks. And we have these huge suitcases which cannot fit into the trunk of a Mustang convertible. So we put them in the back seat, and as we're driving across the mountain, I realized it's going to be raining soon. And I did not know whether the convertible top would close with the 2 suitcases in the back seat, but it turned out that it did.
Yeah.
Okay, now one more song.
That's a first world problem.
And that's where we live.
Okay, so we're gonna do "Let Me Be There."
I can never find an E on this guitar. Okay. I'm not sure there's a right note to this B string. Close enough.
Wherever you go, wherever you may wander in your life, surely you know I always want to be there, holding your hand and standing by the cafe window, seeing you through in everything you do. Let me be there in your morning, let me be there in your night. Let me change what's ever wrong and make it right. Make it right. Let me take you through that wonderland that only two can share. All I ask you is let me be there, watching you grow and going through the changes in your life. That's how I know I always want to be there whenever you feel you need a friend to lean on. Here I am whenever you call. You know I'll be there. Let me be there in your morning. Let me be there in your night. Let me change what's ever wrong. Make it right. Make it right. Take you through that wonderland that only two can share. All I ask you is let me be there.
Let me be there in your morning. Let me be there in your night. Let me change whatever wrong and make it right. Let me take you through that wonderland that only two can share. All I ask you, let me be there. All I ask you, let me be there.
We really enjoy it. And now, I believe we're up to Debbie and Ron.
All right, I'm gonna sing you a song. It's got words in it, even though Chopin never wrote any words, nor did Beethoven. Well, wait a minute.
Ode to Joy.
Check out. Let's see. Check out the B-side of Rockin' Rutabaga. I believe it's called. I don't know. Beats me.
Beethoven didn't write the Ode to Joy. Beethoven did not write the Ode to Joy. That's for Who did
Schiller.
Schiller?
I don't know.
Schiller
I don't
wrote the
know.
words. Beethoven wrote the music.
Schiller.
And getting back to
The
Chopin,
Schiller's words.
Yeah.
And it was originally the Ode to Freedom, and the emperor made him change it.
getting back to Chopin, he didn't write any words, but Barry Manilow embellished it for Could It Be Magic?
See what you started, Lonnie? Just
No, don't be. Suya. If the wife and me are fussing, brother, that's alright. Me and that sweet woman got a license to fight. Why don't you mind your own business?
mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
If you mind your own business, you won't be minding mine. Woman on my party line's a nosy thing. She picks up the receiver when she knows it's my ring. Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
If you mind your own business, you won't be minding mine. I got a little girl who wears her hair up high. The boys all whistle when she walks by. Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
'Cause if you mind your own business, you won't be minding mine. If I want a honky tonk around the tulip tree, now brother, that's my business. Don't you worry about me. Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
If you mind your own business, you won't be minding mine. Minding other people's business seems to be high tone. I got all that I can do just to mind my own. Why don't you mind your own business?
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
Mind your own business.
'Cause if you mind your own business, you'll be busy all the time. Yeehaw!
Oh, yes. All right. Other one. This is, what key am I in here? Okay. Haven't sung this in many years. Okay. So, all right, this is a song, you probably all know it from long ago from the Weavers, who did it, although they didn't write it, and lots of other people sang it as well. It's originally written by, in Hebrew, by a man named Stefan Microwski, a Polish immigrant to what was then the British Mandate of Palestine, but is now Israel. But anyway, it's a, we've got him on the bass here, let's see. Let's see him. Well, we'll just have to hear him. So sing along. They're soldiers in the Moshav, the farming community. Okay, anyway, I forgot I changed the key. I could squeaking that out. I had to make it down a couple of notes lower. Anyhow.
Hey, Ron, I think Mozart wrote Roll Over Beethoven, didn't he?
I forgot. How could I forget? How could I forget something? I've never forgotten anything in my life, and I forgot that.
You know who I am?
Do I know you?
Thank you so much. Okay, and now we go to Mike Reeves, who's been waiting so patiently. How's the concert, Mike?
Yeah, it was very good, thanks. But yeah, I've got nothing for you tonight. I've been singing carols or bits of carols all night, so I've got nothing for you tonight, I'm afraid.
Okay. We appreciate that you show up. I mean, it's wonderful how devoted people are. Yeah, people all the way from Hawaii, and now Mike comes after putting in a full concert. Okay, so I guess it reverts to me. I just want to make sure we have somebody to close the show. So, Bob, are you up for it again after I'm done to close the show? Okay, next week will be our last show before Christmas. And we're not doing Christmas Eve, we're not doing New Year's Eve. So our next show after next week will be, I believe it's the second Sunday in January. I believe that's the 8th, I believe it is.
No, January 7th is the first Sunday in January.
7th, right, okay. Right, the 7th. I don't have a calendar in front of me.
I'm a calendar.
Okay, thank you very much, Steve. So, okay, so next week will be the final show before Christmas. Okay. So let me do something. Let's something on a cheerful note, like a polka. And what better polka to do than the most famous one, the beer barrel polka? So let's go. There's a garden, what a garden, only happy faces bloom there, and there's never any room there for a worry or a gloom there. Oh, there's music, and there's dancing, and a lot of sweet romancing. When they play the polka, they all get in the swing every time they hear that pa. Everyone feels so tra-la-la. They want to throw their cares away. They all go la 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 dee day. Then they hear a rumble on the floor. It's the biggest surprise they're waiting for. And all the couples form a ring. 4 miles around, you'll hear them sing. Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Zing, boom, ta-ra-ra, sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here. Then they hear the rumble on the floor. It's the big surprise they're waiting for. And all the couples form a ring. 4 miles around, you'll hear them sing. Everybody, roll out the barrel. We'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel. We've got the blues on the run. Zing, boom, ta-ra-ra, sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, for the gang's all here.
Dobrze, dobrze.
And with that, this time I did not forget to push the button, so I believe you will have a video, and I cleared the drive off, so there's room to put it, so pray.
Great.
Well,
Thanks, Sal. Thanks for
take it away.
heading up the show. And yeah, I actually heard the beer barrel polka the other day on my little music stick in the car. I have a couple of, because I come with a wife from good Polish stock, and I've got a couple of polkas on that music stick, and I heard that the other day. So we're going to do a little sad song here. We've done it before. Probably the most popular song that Steve Gillette has written. Where the Walker runs down to the Carson Valley Plain, there lived a maiden, Darcy Farrow was her name. The daughter of old Dundee, and the fair one was she, the sweetest flower that blooms o'er the range. Her voice was sweet as a sugar candy, her touch was as soft as a bed of goose down. Her eyes shone bright just like the city lights that shine in the night out of Yarrington town. Oh, she was courted by young Vandermeer, and quite handsome was he, as I hear. Vandy brought her rings and lacy things, and they promised to wed before the snow began to fall. But her pony did stumble and she did fall. Her dying touched the hearts of us one and all. Young Vandy in his pain put a bullet through his brain, and they buried them together as the snow began to fall. Well, they sing of Darcy Farrow where the Truckee runs through. They sing of her beauty in Virginia City too. At dusty sundown to her name they drink around, and to young Vandy whose love was true. Where the Walker runs down to the Carson Valley Plain, there lived a maiden, Darcy Farrow was her name. The daughter of old Dundee, and the fair one was she, the sweetest flower that blooms o'er the rain. See you next week.
Our love to Faye.
By the way, when are you be back, Harvey?
Not till the 26th.
We'll be back like the 26th of December.
Right after.
And I don't know what our internet's going to look like next week when we're in Kona. So I don't know if we're going to be there.
Okay.
We'll try.
Hopefully you'll be able to join us next week.
Yeah, I'm glad you came.
It depends on how early I wake up.
Right.
No alarms, no alarms.
Oh, I'm on vacation. No alarms at all.
That's right, that's right.
Okay, enjoy the rest of your vacation. And we'll see everybody next week, right?
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Night, all.
Bye.
Bye. See you next time. Great. Love you all. Thank you, Saul.
Thank you.